live pop up. Alright? I know it's time for you to go to bed pretty soon. But guess what Papa gonna do? Papa is gonna talk so Papa can soothe you to bed, alright? That's what Papa's gonna do. We're gonna talk until you fall asleep. We're gonna wait until possibly we get a few people, then we're gonna start. Alrighty? Yeah, bro. I said you'll be running around, running around, running around. You are. You just want attention. You good? You good, sir? Let me know if you are okay, my boy. Papa's gonna put you to sleep, alright? Just Papa can't tell once you're this quiet. It's almost time for you to fall asleep. You just won't. Papa's searching for right here. So Papa might just go ahead and chop this until we get a few people. But let me say welcome to everybody. I mean, this live is practically titled Reaching Your Next Level. And I mean, I wanted to do more like a practical slash historical guide to leveling up, you know, which again is integral to the mindset that you develop, you know what I mean? But we wanted to wait a little bit to see if we're gonna get a little bit of people over here. Right, pop up? Yeah, bro. And I think what's important is applying the power of visualization to also leveling up. Is it? Yeah. Visualization. And let me say welcome to my first viewer. I'm doing a very short presentation. Well, go on. How you say that? Bryden? Did I say that correctly? Bryden? Let me say welcome to everybody who has joined the live. I'm doing a very quick presentation on, reaching your next level. My little guy here decided that he doesn't want to go to sleep, so I was thinking about just talking something motivational as well as elevational while you listen to him Papa talk. Alrighty, so feel free to tap up the screen and like the live. He looks so cute. Say thank you, Papa. Say thank you. I appreciate it. But since I have 33 people over here, I'm just gonna begin the presentation. Alrighty. So we are looking at reaching your next level. That has been my entire focus since I've gotten this little gem right here. Like, how do I level up my life so that he can benefit from the groundwork that I'm putting in? Yeah, feel yeah, it's what Outlander, or it sounds like Outlander, the movie. So that has been my sole focus. Like, how do I lay the groundwork, set the right foundation? That way, this little guy can have an easier life, so to speak. You know what I mean? Not too easy, because you learn from hardships, is it? So I was looking at like a practical guide to like leveling up, which is integral to the mindset that you develop. And one thing that I've found in my research is leveling up is also incumbent and dependent on visualization, is it? Which is a process of creating like mental images of not just like a geographical representation, but also of what you're trying to reach. You know, them say like visualize or picture the life that you want. Does it mean I say? Papa, they're saying hi. Say hi, everybody. So that is what this particular presentation is all about. So I've been asking myself, like, what is my next level? And I'm going to ask you the same question. What is your next level? Um, where are you trying to reach in the next 5, 6 years, or even a decade from now? Some people might even have a shorter target where they might try to reach somewhere faster in less time, which is fine if you want to rush the process. But what I've learned is that sometimes growth is not rapid, it is steady, it is slow, and sometimes that is when you get the best results. um, I want to say if you do become one of the lucky ones that have what I call rapid growth, then big up yourself. You see, but Wagwan, Tristan is saying hi, Papa. But if you find that you can do rapid growth, then that's good. But sometimes it's steady. That's how you level up. Again, if you've not yet subscribed, also feel free to hit that subscription button. So we're talking about growth beyond your current identity. That's what I'm talking about. Like when you look at yourself right now, like look at yourself in the mirror. Like who do you see? Have you lost the passion for succeeding, the passion for growth that you once had? Because when we were young, we had so many dreams, yeah. Like I had a lot of dreams. I think my biggest aspiration was to be a professional soccer player. I mean, I was good. I was really good. But over time, Jesus loves you. Appreciate that. Over time, I found that it's not that the dream wasn't practical, is it? But there was a lot of obstacles in me becoming a professional soccer player. And then I moved on to music, which is my biggest love apart from my guy right here, huh? Music. So I mean, I made a lot of songs. If y'all check my channel, you're gonna see a lot of music videos, a lot of songs. I think I did an album, but music wasn't paying as much as I was expecting. Again, it is very hard to break into the industry, but my identity was wrapped around just becoming, one of those big hotshot musicians, just making the millions, because that is one way of amassing wealth, is it? Through the talent that you've been given. I still think it's possible, but again, I had to come to the realization that this might not happen the way I want it to happen. So my identity was tied to me becoming a successful musician. Again, it can still happen, we're not sure, but I've chosen to step outside of that box and not cage myself into that identity. And then I'm trying to figure out what other aspects of me can I incorporate into this growth. And that includes developing new habits, setting new standards, which gives you new results, is it? So it is said that pathology or craziness is doing the same thing over and over, expecting the same results. Yeah? I'm so put you to sleep, bro. I want you to listen to Papa talk, right? Yeah. When you hear Papa talk, all right, that soothes him. Whenever I talk like this, he falls asleep. So this is also a way for him to fall asleep. So yeah, developing new habits. I mean, it is not easy to develop a new habit. I think based on my last research, it takes you 3 weeks of consecutively doing the same thing to develop that new habit. It's hard to develop, but easy to break. You see what I say? Very hard to develop a good habit, easy for break. I remember I I was trying to stay consistent in the gym. That was one of my New Year's resolution. To be honest with y'all, I started out pretty good, Like most mornings, I go to gym, which is like literally 2 minutes or 3 minutes away from me. And over time, after having a child, well, I didn't have the child, my beautiful lady did. That first week of having a newborn, messing with your sleep pattern. Again, I believe in no excuses, so I'm not finding an excuse as to why I did not continue going to the gym. Is it? I don't believe in giving excuses. I say no excuses. Show up and win. All right, y'all. That's the motto. But it was difficult. Just trying to, how should I say, maintain that new habit that I was trying to form. After having a newborn baby, Papa, they're saying you're so cute. All right, say thank you. But I mean, I had to at least shift my paradigm a little bit, knowing that I wasn't able to sustain the new habit that I wanted to develop. Again, that new habit is tied to your new identity. And the only way for you to level up and grow is to develop new skills. I mean, there is Canva where you can basically create your own digital product, which a lot of people are doing right now, and they're making money from it. Not everybody's confident enough to stand in front of the camera like I'm doing. Some people are introverts and they're shy. Is Papa boring you? Am I boring you, sir? Am I boring you? Am I boring you? Am I boring you? Am I boring you? But yeah, not everybody is willing to stand in front of a camera. Yeah, you want to say something to them. All right, you're gonna fall asleep pretty soon, which is good. All right, so it is working. You will go to bed pretty soon. So not everybody's confident enough to stand in front of a camera and make a fool of themselves, is it? Again, I'm at a level in my life where it doesn't matter to me. I believe you should hold the reins of your life and do what you think is going to be the best for you. Because at the end of the day, nobody really cares. Everybody cares when you succeed. But while you're trying to climb the ladder, nobody's going to look at you. They will only look at you when you're at the top. Trust me. So, yeah, do not be scared to grow beyond your current identity. Do not be scared to try to form new habits, set new standards for yourself. That's paramount to, accumulating a new result as you try to grow. So it's, again, I spoke about this earlier, but it's the identity shift that you have to go through. Some people say lock away yourself for like a month, just 1 month, and just grind, or 3 months. If you want to hit the gym, hit the gym. If you got like a personal goal of trying to get buff, 3 months, lock away yourself, no distractions, and just do what you have to do. Is it? So it is suggested that you don't rise to goals, you fall to systems. Because it's easy to set goals like, yeah, this is what I want to do. Again, for me, I want to be a professional musician. I am a singer-songwriter. And I found that you set lofty goals, but there's no system in place to sustain or basically elevate you to the goals that you set. And I've been realizing the older that I get, that systems are what helps you to grow. You have to create a system. Hence why even now in this new era that we're in, everybody's trying to sell a system. So you have to create your system, find what works best for you. You got to become the first person in that system. And that way you can pass the system on in helping others. And once you create that system, then you can always create a digital product with the system and teach others how to level up. Again, nobody wants to be in the same position for the rest of their life, unless the position that you're in is really good. See? But if you haven't subscribed to the channel, feel free to subscribe. So we have a lot of historical examples of people who basically created a new identity, who created a system. We have the late great Kobe. Is it Kobe Bryant? Yeah. I mean, he was relentless. He was disciplined. If you check his autobiography, you will learn from Kobe that he got up early in the morning to practice, early morning session practicing, trying to master his skill set. When last have you tried to improve your skill set? That's a key question for y'all. So Kobe basically outworked everybody by just being consistent. Appreciate the like, appreciate the love. So that's what you have to do. You have to improve your skill set. You got to be relentless in your discipline. Sometimes you just got to get up early. I have a friend. He likes to say, "You sleep when you die. Whenever you die, that's when you sleep. But while you have life, bro, get up and work." But I appreciate everybody who has stayed on the live and vibed with me for a little bit. I already appreciate that. And I appreciate the new subs too, y'all. So again, one principle for leveling up is being disciplined, outworking everybody in the area that you're trying to excel in. Alrighty? And just stay consistent in what you do. Another principle to consider is controlled environment. Alrighty? I mean, it sounds cliche, but it is true that you are a result of the 5 closest human beings to you. So if you want to see or have an idea of where your life trajectory is going, look at the 5 closest human beings to you. See where their life is at, and that will tell you, or it will suggest where your pinnacle is. Then, your circle shapes your standards, and that is true. A lot of people might disagree, but I've seen where I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance by leaving the scene. Alrighty. All right, I'm gonna say that's good for you. But control environment. You have to know who you surround yourself with as you try to grow. Not everybody should be in your circle when you're trying to grow. For real. I'm telling you, some people only drain your energy. For real. Some people drain your energy. Your energy wasn't meant to be expended on everybody. So shape your circle. Have standards as to who you allow to be in your circle. What are your recommendations on making meals using dark brown substances of good luck on that diarrhea smoothie, my friend. So another key aspect is upgrade who and what surrounds you. Again, that ties back into principle number 2. Who and what surrounds you. Surround yourself with things that will push you towards the ideal person that you're trying to become. Alrighty? But again, I appreciate everybody who has been on the live for sure, y'all. And another historical example of principle 2 is Oprah Winfrey. She rose from diversity. Have you ever read Oprah's story? Y'all can go and read her autobiography. How she was abused when she was young. And she basically climbed out of the surrounding that she was in, that abusive system, and basically changed her environment. And then she invested in learning and growth. And I mean, Oprah is a billionaire, came from humble beginnings, an abusive household. And she's basically one of the richest females, and not just female, one of the richest human beings on planet Earth. So sometimes you just got to change your surrounding and change who and what is in that surrounding. All right. Principle 3 on leveling up is skill stacking. Skill stacking. Combine skills to create leverage. Currently, I'm dabbling in the cybersecurity field because I'm trying to stack the skills that I've developed. So learn to stack skills. You're never too old to learn a new skill. Combine skills to create leverage, y'all. Communication plus discipline plus consistency. And that's how you develop a new skill. And you will definitely find that you're capable of more than what you thought. All right, Papa is sleeping, which is good. I accomplished my goal. Papa started sleeping, so I'm gonna close pretty soon. An example of somebody who did a skill stacking was Elon Musk. He stacked engineering plus business, applied across multiple industries, and Elon is one of the richest um, entrepreneurs that we know. How are you doing, Sora? Did I pronounce that correctly? So learn to stack skills, improve on your skills. There's so many, I want to say, avenues available for us to improve our skills. So take advantage of those particular avenues. I think one is even Google certificates. I mean, they teach you a lot, y'all. Check out Google certificates. Learn about incorporating AI into media production, AI into script writing, AI into videography, and the agents too that they have. You said Katie. Hi, Katie. How you doing? First time on the channel? Feel free to subscribe. We're talking about creating a new identity and leveling up. That is the core of this presentation. Principle 4 about growth is consistency over motivation. Have you ever been motivated? Like you're like, yes, I'm gonna get this done. And I mean 2-3 days after, you find yourself basically just slacking. Yeah. Oh, it is how it's pronounced. I got that. But yeah, it's basically consistency over motivation, because you can be motivated but not consistent, and then you're gonna find that the task at hand that you were trying to accomplish. Oh yeah, he fell asleep. I wanted to talk until he fell asleep because he was not going to bed, and this did the trick. It's either talking like this or singing to him. I like to sing to him a lot. Then he would go to sleep. So now he's sleeping, which is good. Motivation fades, y'all. Motivation fades. You cannot stay motivated forever. However, systems will always win. Motivation fades, but system wins. So show up regardless. I like to say show up and win. No excuses. Alrighty, show up and win, no excuses. You get one life, at least that's what I know of. Why not conquer that life? Why not be the best in that one life that you get? You get one life. A lot of people believe in reincarnation, but even if you are reincarnated, you are reincarnated in that particular life, and you have to make the most of that life. So show up and win, no excuses. Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. Hey, appreciate the gift. I appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Tell your son he's drafted in the baby race. Hey, this little guy's gonna be very athletic. At least if he takes from me, I think he's gonna be very athletic. And then here are some practical steps as you consider leveling up, as you consider identity shift, because sometimes you just gotta change the identity, change who you are. You know what I mean? You are allowed that prerogative to change and grow. You are never just stuck in one identity. You have the capacity to go beyond. You know what I mean? Change yourself. You are capable of that. So wake up early. Find a book. Find a topic that intrigues you. Read about that topic. At least they recommend 5 to 6 pages, just to keep the mind occupied and growing. Set 3 daily priorities, y'all. These are tenets or things that you want to accomplish for that particular day. Track your progress. Ask yourself, have I been true to the priorities that I've set? And then finally, eliminate distractions. Again, one of the biggest killer to growth and success is distractions. All right. Look at Papi sleeping. Oh, little Papi, you're sleeping. Papa's gonna put you down now. All right. Papa's gonna put you down. Yeah, he's gone, y'all. He's gone. I'm about to put him down. But I appreciate everybody who literally passed through. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate that. Let me bring this to a close, y'all. So finally, I'm talking about the mindset shift. Alrighty, stop waiting. Y'all, stop waiting. Have you guys noticed how fast the time is flying? It's like literally as you wake up, night comes down. I'm only one in here right now. Alrighty, got you, Alan. Appreciate that. You eat makeup? What? Alrighty. So stop waiting. Time is flying. Like, it's not waiting on anybody. Do not procrastinate. If you want to start a YouTube channel, go ahead and start it. If there's a business idea that you want to explore, go ahead and explore that idea. Do not wait, because time isn't waiting on you. So just start executing. Do it. You have the machination. Go ahead and do it. Do not wait. Your next level requires discomfort. Always remember that. Your next level. Thank you so very much, Ginny Odell. Appreciate that. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Your next level. Let me say that again. Your next level requires discomfort. I'm going to tag that on a t-shirt, one of my merch. Your next level, it requires discomfort. You cannot stay comfortable if you want to grow. You got to get in a position that forces you to grow. What's up, William? If you've not yet subscribed to the channel, feel free to do so. I'm trying to do more talks like this because this is what I love. I love motivating people, which also helps motivate me. Ginny Doll, I appreciate that so very much. Again, Ginny Doll, appreciate you. Growth requires discomfort. If you're too comfortable, something is wrong. You're not growing. And I had to get uncomfortable in order to find my next level. Alrighty. And my final message before I close and put my little handsome guy to bed. Your next level is not luck. Do not depend on luck. Hi, is that Braden? Hi, Braden, how you doing? I just expressed in, yep. So your next level is not luck. Do not depend on luck. A lot of people buy the lottery, and some of them are lucky enough to win. But check the ratio of how many people go broke after winning the lottery. Check the ratio. You're going to be stunned. At least 90% of those who buy the lottery go broke because it was just dumb luck. They did not grind for that money. Alrighty? It's built daily. It's that daily grind. I know it might feel exhausting, but you gotta grind. What are you? Oh, I'm talking about reaching your next level in life, like just leveling up. And I'm giving like 4 principles that you can use, as well as practical advice that you can apply to just grow and just reach that next level. And finally, in order to reach that next level, that starts today. It starts today. You gotta make that commitment. Like, hey, I wanna be the best in the area that I'm in. I wanna be remembered. I wanna set a legacy. I wanna create a system that I can pass on to my kin or even anybody. You know what I mean? Sometimes you might not be blessed with a child like I am, but you know, you might have somebody else in your life that your system can be a blessing to. But I appreciate everybody who stayed and vibed with me for a little bit. Again, as I do a small recap to conclude the presentation, the topic was reaching your next level. This was more so of a historical and practical guide. In doing so, we did look at growth beyond your current identity and developing new habits, setting new standards in order to create new results. We did look at identity shift, like not staying in one particular identity. He looks adopted. I know he's too cute for me. I know he does look adopted. So we looked at identity shift. You don't rise to goals, you fall to systems. Remember that. We did look at historical examples like Kobe Bryant, who was relentless in his discipline. He got up early, worked hard, and he outworked everybody by being consistent. We looked at control environments. Basically, your circle shapes your standard. Your circle shapes your standard. So upgrade who you allow into your circle. Your energy was not meant for everybody. Remember that. Your energy is not meant for everybody. We looked at Oprah Winfrey, my bad. who rose from diversity or adversity, and invested in learning and growth. We also looked at skill stacking, developing new skills in order to outshine your competitors. Combining skills to create leverage. We looked at Elon Musk, who is, I want to say, a renowned entrepreneur who stacked engineering and business, and that made him his wealth. You know what I mean? We also looked at consistency over motivation, because motivation fades, but system wins. Alrighty, so show up regardless, show up and win, no excuses. We looked at practical steps that you can apply in leveling up, such as waking up early, setting priorities, tracking your progress, and eliminating distractions. And we also looked at that mindset shift that you need, which is stop waiting and start executing. Your next level requires discomfort. If you did not get anything from this presentation, I want to reverberate that idea. Your next level, it requires discomfort. And my final message, your next level is not luck. It's built daily, and it starts today. Hope everybody have a blessed night. Thank you all so very much. One love, alrighty?